Welcome back. This is Keith Johnston. I'm here at a wonderful celebration. We're calling it Survival and Celebration. I mean, the survival of Yehuda Glick, an attempted assassination last year. Now we're celebrating. We've got people from really all over Israel that are here. Hopefully you've gotten a chance to see the dancing. There's a movie that's being released. There's a book that's coming out. One of the things I'm excited about is we've got one of the folks here, one of the writers from Breaking Israel News, Abra, who's here. Abra, you have been a part of Breaking Israel News for how long?
For a few months.
For a few months?
Right when we started working with Yehuda Glick.
Really?
Well, he's a source for us, information. We talk a lot about the Temple Mount. It's a huge issue today. And it's incredibly relevant, you know, because a lot of the violence is being blamed on conflicts at the Temple Mount, but, you know,
and that's really interesting. Can you, I mean, I'm over here in Jerusalem. From what I read, when I hear about the Temple Mount, it all seems to be that it's coming back to say as if there's this radical element in Israel that stormed the Al-Aqsa Mosque and wants to take away the Al-Aqsa Mosque. Now, I'm not going to be the one to say, though I know that's not the case, but you're a person who writes, you're a person who reports. If you were to give report to people about what's actually happening on the Temple Mount right now, what would be that report? What would you say?
I would say that the problem is right now that the other side is really attempting to change the narrative. We've gotten reports that they're now trying to claim the Western Wall as a Muslim site rather than a Jewish site. You know, basically they're trying to take legitimacy away from the Temple Mount as a Jewish site. When you hear about it in the news, you don't hear the Temple Mount, the most holy site in Judaism, you hear the Temple Mount, a holy site in Islam. So we're really trying to bring it back to the point, which is that the Temple Mount, which has been, you know, stood in Jerusalem for 2,000 years, was originally built by first Solomon as a Jewish temple, and the reason why the Al-Aqsa Mosque was built there, the Dome of the Rock was built there, is because it stands on the foundation stone, which is supposedly from the point from where God created the world. And that's why Solomon chose to build the temple there, and that's why the mosque is built there. You know, the Jewish history is important. Is the base of the, you know, is at the very heart of the Temple Mount.
So tell us why you would be interested, Breaking Israel News, and by the way, Breaking Israel, I'm excited that they've done this. Why would you be interested in helping Rabbi Glick get his message out? What is it about him? What is it about his message that gives you guys a sense of excitement and passion to get that message out?
Rabbi Glick is all about love. He's all about acceptance. You know, he's all about spreading the joy and the excitement of the Temple Mount to the whole world. He doesn't want to stop anyone from coming up.
Say that again. Message. He doesn't want to stop.
He doesn't want to stop anyone from coming to the Temple Mount.
What if I'm Muslim? Does he want to stop the Muslims from coming?
Absolutely not.
What if it's a Christian person? Does he want to stop?
Absolutely not. So he wants people to be able to come and pray to the one true God. Any people who want to.
I think would you also agree that part of it is that he doesn't want to be limited from the perspective as a Jewish person or the Jewish people not having access to a place biblically that is so important.
That's true. That's true.
So
it's a very unique perspective.
So tell me, yeah, it really is. So what do you all? What is Breaking Israel News doing right now? First of all, I mean, I know you're around the world. People around the world appreciate what's happening, but give us just a little bit about what Breaking Israel News is doing now to help get this message out.
To help get the message out about the Temple Mount?
Yes.
Well, we're reporting every day. There's news about the Temple Mount. We're talking to Rabbi Glick. We're talking to many sources. We're talking to people who really know what's going on in the Temple Mount, because the message that the world gets is very garbled. You know, it's really coming from a very narrow perspective, and we're trying to widen the perspective and give our millions of readers around the world a truly biblical perspective. Oh,
wow. It's amazing. Breaking Israel News is actually sponsoring this event. It's amazing to have the old city of Jerusalem right behind us.
It's incredible.
And here I've got one of the writers of Breaking Israel News. I mean, I feel like I shouldn't let you go. I mean, do you want to talk to me right now? Folks, I tell you what, this is exciting. This is exciting. Actually, go to Breaking Israel News. There's a lot of great information there. I really appreciate the way that you guys have given people a chance to write. You've got different people that do op-eds.
Right.
I heard there's even a Methodist that you let write. No, I'm there. They give me a chance to write. No, there's all, but you've done this with Rabbi Glick recently. I've been so excited, and I want to tell you how much I appreciate it, because when I click in, I can say Rabbi Glick, and up comes an article, and it's done well. It's great quality. You guys cover the bases, and again, really kudos to what Breaking Israel News is doing. Is there anything else that you want to say? I mean, is there anything you want to see? Tell the world. The world's right now. Look, is there anything you want to say?
I want to say that I really encourage people to read more and learn more about the Temple Mount.
Yes.
Rabbi Glick's site, TempleMountHeritage.com, is a wonderful source of information.
Yes.
What's really important is, don't just listen to the news, don't listen to the media narrative.
Exactly.
Find out for yourself what the truth is about the Temple Mount. I think that's
I got to say
an important
something too,
message.
folks. I've been here in Jerusalem just for a few days, and it's amazing to me to actually hear different leaders from different parts of the world get it wrong. To actually make quotes and things about the Temple Mount, and it's absolutely wrong. And I think, who's the person they need to have their own personal Breaking Israel News correspondent that can give it to them, so they get the perspective, so at least that when they talk about it, they can talk about it from the right perspective. And again, I encourage all people to get as much information as possible.
Absolutely. There's a lot of misinformation.
There's a lot of misinformation right now, and a lot of people would say that's why there's violence in Jerusalem. Well, confusion and chaos we know where that comes from. So we again want to thank you all for being here. We're going to continue to talk to people. There's some exciting guests that are coming. We just had one right here from Breaking Israel News. And so keep watching and stay with us. Share with your friends. Send this to people, because there's some exciting things coming throughout our broadcast. So send the link to your friends. Go to TempleMountHeritageFoundation.com and send it to your friends. They can join in. Rabbi Glick will actually be coming back at the end talking about specifically what happened on that night, went through his mind and his heart and his spirit, and you'll be really excited to hear about that. So hang in there with us. Again, Arba, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.